Blessings falling on me. I got weapons, need no armies. That like Tetris, you don't know me. That my fatty, you don't know me. Okay, hey now, it's a new kid on the playground. So many bags on me, you would've thought I would get spray ground. Now they know I don't play around. I can hear what you're saying now. I just doubled up my flight miles. Coast to coast, know they ain't in town. I get rich, watch, then I get a sick watch. Watch me hit the top, I might make a TikTok. Left hand, right hand. Catch the latest trend, I might double up my net worth. I've been going up now, see the top going down. If you didn't know now, I know you know now. That's cause he could go on top, you not really top. You keep saying top, well I guess you let the top down. I've been going up now, see the top going down. If you didn't know now, I know you know now. That's cause he could go on top, you not really top. You keep saying top, well I guess you let the top down. Made a wish, now I'm here now. It's for real now. I got it.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all.
And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
My strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this.
Good afternoon. How is everybody doing? My God, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've been on by myself. So while I'm up here, of course, you know, I have to definitely promote Dee Dee's Herbal Relaxations. So I'll be playing y'all just a piece of her video. Okay. And there is a sale going on right now. And I got it wrong yesterday. It's actually 15% off of your first order and free shipping. I apologize. I did get that wrong, but I'll let y'all watch a little of this. Oh, almost let it go too long. My God, today. Almost let it go too long. So I don't know what everybody else is doing, but I do know that I am ready to get back in the saddle. Since I was off today, I relaxed and relaxed and relaxed, and it felt so good. I hope you guys had an amazing day as well, because it has been just relaxation. I'm gonna tell y'all what I did do. I woke up this morning about 7, ran to the bathroom. You know how we all do. Ran to the bathroom, and I saw Lemon was still on. I was like, wait, what? why we still on? But yeah, my buddy was still on, and I saw him and Krista and a lady named Misty. I don't know Miss Misty, but I was amazed that he was still running. So and from what I heard, she is the queen now of the his new queen. So I guess I don't know. I definitely don't know what's going on with that. Miss Misty, if you ever want to let us know, let us know. Hey Rachel, my love, how are you doing, my boo? I got all these pages open. It's ridiculous right now. But I'm trying to get back in the saddle and do our things because we are also on Twitch. So I am definitely asking anybody who would not mind going over to Twitch for a while to hang out over there for a little bit as well. We want to get monetized on Twitch. We want monetization up on our backup channel, which is also playing as well. So I would love for some of y'all to maybe go over there as well. I need engagement. Now, see, I'm going to tell y'all what I need. I need engagement. I need subscription. Well, subscribing. Hey, J Dump needs to touch grass now. Lola, what happened to the Miss Lemon that was there a few weeks ago? So it was another. Oh, you mean Faith. You mean Faith. Faith is still around, I assume. I mean, she was trolling him is what she told me. So I'm not sure. She said she was trolling him and okay. So that's what happened to, she's still around. She hasn't gone anywhere at all. But now there's another Mrs. Lemon. Man, Lemon, you hot property out here, evidently. Okay, yep, Faith. So Faith is still, I guess, she's Mrs. Lemon Jr. And Misty, from what I heard a little bit this morning when I woke up, it's 7 a.m. I'm like, what is this going on? She has decided to have him fly her out. Now, I don't know what happened. Hey, my Muffy, my love. How are you, boo? And thank you so very much for popping on over to the backup channel. I appreciate you. And let me make sure, because you supposed to be modded. Let me make sure that I can mod you. Now, why won't it let me mod you? I think I know why. Let me switch profiles up here. That might be it. Let's switch accounts on there. I'm still learning this whole figuring this stuff out thing. So now I should be able to, there you go. I got you. There we go. Now it's back as it should be. Hey, Kimberly, how are you, baby? Kimberly, baby, you had me I can't with you, Kimberly. You's a mess. You's a complete mess, but I loved every moment of it because Kimberly don't play. Okay, and it was you against, was it Tracy? I think that was, I was like, why? What's going on? Hey, Fat, how are you, my love? It is so good to see you as well. Listen, if y'all would not mind hopping over to Twitch for a little while as well, there is one more thing that I need to do over there before I can get monetized, and I need to have 4 different streams with at least 3 people in them. So I'm trying to get that. Once I get that done, I can monetize that page. And then I definitely need you guys to please, if you have not subscribed to the backup page, please subscribe to it. I mean, it ain't like you got to watch it forever or whatever, but please subscribe to the backup page as well as Twitch, because the more members we get, the more everything. And I'm just really glad that I still have my folks, and lose that monetization. Yeah, it caught me by surprise, but you know what? Life goes on. And so let me get you your backup page. The backup page, where is it? I had to think for a minute. I was like, wait, what is it? Yes, I'm gonna get you the link right now. I have it. I just need to think about it for a second because I'm like, where is the link? The link is, let me look over here. This is sad when you don't know where your links are. This is real sad. Let me get this right. Trying to operate a whole bunch of pages is not cute unless you really know what you're doing. And I obviously do not. So let me get that. And even if you have a what am I looking for? Even if you have a second, third device or anything like that, then please, you can also do it that way as well. Let me see. All right. So if I open this up over here, then I can drop it. Oh, thank you, Kimberly, because I was having a hard damn time getting this right. I'm like, what is going on? But thank you so very much. So if y'all, even if you got troll pages, baby, even if you got troll pages, them troll pages count as people. So definitely feel free to subscribe your troll pages as well, because I want us to be monetized on everything. I want Christmas to be wonderful. Hey, nobody, how are you, baby? It's good to see you too. And I'm not sure who's on. I think Miss Pizarro might be on. I'm not sure. Thank you for your second device. If you take your second or third or whatever device you want and put on the playlist in the backup page, then it definitely will help with the hours, because I definitely want to, go ahead and get that monetized and get that going. And I see now it's steps to it. I get it now. I kind of got it now. I definitely kind of got it now. And as far as Twitch, don't forget, some of y'all go over there. I got a few subscribers. I have enough subscribers. Just need to add a few more and everything. But it is good to see you guys. So yes, I heard Misty. Misty was wilding. I was like, what is going on? Thank you, Fat. I appreciate you so very much. Absolutely. Wait, Kimberly, you got Fat blocked? Oh, Lord. Kimberly. Kimberly got Fat blocked. Kimberly. Let me get it. Let me put it out here for you. Kimberly, what you doing? You get how you get Fat blocked? How does that happen, Kimberly? All right, so let me see, because Kimberly does not have. I mean, she has Fat blocked, perhaps, but that's all right. She says she doesn't have anybody blocked, but there is the backup channel link. It is also in the description, as well as the Twitch link. We got every link out there. I'm putting everything out. Everything. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate you so very much. So you got now tell me you got Twitch too now, because Twitch we can get a lot more looser on Twitch. I can show all of my video for Didi on Twitch. It is good, Yeah, Kimberly got me. Kimberly, what? Kimberly, I'm scared to even look. Y'all got me all excited. Okay, y'all got me excited, and I thank you so very much. It is appreciated. All y'all are appreciated like nobody's business. I got my mods on the backup channel as well. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so very much for that. So I also saw Tracy, and she was saying, thank you for subscribing to Nobody, Muffy Wifey Poo. I appreciate it. See that fact, she didn't have you blocked. Muffy, like, I ain't blocked nobody. So Tracy was saying people were mad because she didn't cut somebody out. Oh, here come my bookie. I'm coming, boo. I'm coming. Hey, mama.
Hey, how you doing?
Girl, I'm doing good. How are you doing? Thank you, Fat.
I'm blessed. I don't have Fat blessed. I think I didn't put it over in that.
And the other one.
Right.
Don't
I
worry.
just did it, though. She should see it now, though.
Yep, absolutely. Got it now. And girl.
No, I don't block anybody.
Yeah,
I know nobody that well not to be blocking people.
That's true. That is true. So what happened last night? Because let me tell you something. That what was the club tail I drank? I can see if you don't eat something, it really do get to you. You be like, whoa.
Really?
Yeah, it was a little strong. So what happened? What you was it you and Tracy?
No, it wasn't me and Tracy. It was Krista.
Oh,
I had just asked a question, and it wasn't a disrespectful question. It
right,
wasn't meant to offend her or Lemon. I
right.
just asked a question like, why is Lemon showing you how to do critical thinking?
Mhm.
He's 30, 40 years old, and you're 50 something, or what you say,
Yeah,
and you're a critical thinker. As a nurse, you have to be a critical thinker. I
right.
know this for a fact. And so when she I don't know why she just I became a before when he put it up there, I just became
Hmm.
a bag of bitches and a lemonette and a lime and a
And
strawberry and
everybody.
girl. And I was like, what? No, I don't deserve that. I,
That's wild.
I don't
That's
deserve, but
wild.
I understand that she gets attacked in the chat,
Yeah.
but she says she doesn't read the chat.
Hey, baby. Yeah, exactly. I don't.
So
I don't get that either. Hey, Lady Dimples, thank you for coming through on Twitch, baby. I appreciate you so very much. But yeah, so I get it. I don't know how it went straight from the critical thinking to the actual bags of bitches. You don't understand Twitch me either. I'm getting to learn it. We're gonna learn it together, Lady Dimples. Hey, Queen of Hearts, how are you? I hope you're doing well. So, Lady Dimples, we're gonna learn Twitch together, girl. We're gonna make a bag. Let's do it together. Let's collab together on Twitch. That's the good thing about Twitch. You can collab on Twitch. Facts he's in the main page. He's on the main page, not the backup page. That's why.
I put it in both.
That yeah, absolutely, and I appreciate you for that. I
Yeah.
definitely do. And so you became a bag of see, and I love me some Krista. Sometimes I hate when it gets like that. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why? I
I
mean,
mean, and you can't treat everybody, based on treat everybody the same way because one or two people may have be treating you a certain way. That's my thing, way of thinking. Treat individuals individually. Why are you grouping the whole chat? Because everybody in the chat don't feel that way. You know what I mean? Maybe don't have a
absolutely.
negative feeling about her. So I don't know. I don't know. That's why I said, are you like okay? Maybe it's the alcohol. I don't know. What may be influencing. I don't know, but
I
I'm a grown
mean,
woman. I'm too grown to be
we
letting
too
it.
we too grown for the silliness. We too grown for the silliness. Lady Dimples, I appreciate you again. Listen, you see all these little emoticons they got over here, girl. They got their emoticons that be funny as I don't know what. So I don't understand what was going on either. I haven't talked to her. I'm assuming she was busy cussing people out, but they was online all night long. So I have no idea what happened or if Google just cuts it off or what. Um, he got to get back. Well, let's see. A head moderator can't do anything about it, right? Yeah, no, you in the right chat. Don't worry. You listen. The backup page that counts absolutely. Twitch counts a lot. We are so close to getting monetized in Twitch. Everything counts. It all counts. So I just don't understand. Sometimes she goes from to 10 and sometimes she doesn't. I mean, I don't get it. When I talk to her, we have real conversations, so I
Right.
don't know. I don't know what's going on. I would rather be watching the backup page. Yeah, I am trying to get my watch hours up. I even got a playlist. If you want to put that on a different device and just let it play quietly somewhere in the corner, that would definitely help. It says they want you to put out a bunch of shorts, so I guess I'm gonna be cutting up and making a bunch of shorts and stuff. Um, and doing what I gotta do. It is what it is. So, but yeah, I
Yeah, you're gonna have
just
to dedicate. You're gonna have to dedicate some time to your channel to get to get it back
yeah,
monetized.
exactly. When I got demonetized, it
When was
really
that,
kind of put
Lord?
it. That was because there's some videos where I had the timer from another from a guy who does nothing but different timers on, and he
What is
would
timers? What does that mean?
like let me show you. I can show you better than I can tell you. Let me
Let me
show
see
you.
if I can see what I'm doing.
All right, let me show you better than I can tell you, because I messed. That's exactly how I messed that up. I was like, oh, how did I do that? Why did I do that? And where is it? Let's see. I know I got a timer on something here. Could it be this one? All right, that's one of them, but that ain't the one. So let's go back, because I was playing around with the people's timers, and I definitely love the timers, but the timers is what got me, because nope, that ain't it either.
What do you use the timers for? For like,
I would like when you just want to put it for like 2 minutes before you start, to help,
oh,
to get have people coming in and things like
like an
that.
intro,
And like
intro.
an intro,
Okay.
exactly. And it was just evidently it was too much. Wait a
Was it
second.
because it was intellectual property or someone
Well,
else?
it was showing the page. It was showing the page where the
Each other
timers.
person.
It was
Oh, okay.
showing the page where the timers are and all kinds of stuff. It just got me way in trouble because it showed other people's. So it was considered reused content. And
Mm-mm.
after that, I got it. I was like, damn, I wasn't even thinking that. I was literally thinking, okay, I got it right here. Let me show it real quick. There we go. I knew I
Well,
had it.
well, don't show it again if it's
No, no,
going.
no. What
Uh,
I'm gonna well, we not monetized, so I can always
oh,
just cut that on out. Um, and plus it's not just monetized. Hey, the Queen, my love. Hey, TNT, how are you, boo? You see the timer there,
mm-hmm.
and you see how it's got their page down there.
Right. Yeah.
Okay,
Mm-mm.
so their page, it was playing, it was, just letting the numbers go. And since that's considered reused content, because I
Um.
was reusing their content for the countdown like that. From now on, I make my own countdowns though. I make my own countdowns on Canva, and it's all good. You just get home, boo. It's all right, my love. Take your time. We're gonna be here for about a good hour, and then I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my evening off, because I know I'm gonna have to work a lot for the rest of the week. So it is what it is. That's the one thing about it. When you get demonetized, it's not like you getting a whole lot of money,
Mm,
but it's that it's a little short. I mean, it's a little piece of money that needs to be replaced. So like a grown woman, I'm gonna go out here and do what I gotta do. I'm gonna work extra hours to make that money back. I'm gonna do everything I gotta do to make that money back and going about my business. It did have me upset for a little while, but I said, you know what? You've been struck before when I read Reed's book, which
yeah, I was here then,
yeah, absolutely. We've been together a long time.
and I felt like I was kind of responsible for that because I had went to Amazon and I went and got her link for it to be,
Hmm.
dropped in the chat so it could be, people could purchase it.
Right, and that's kind of what I wasn't trying to be malicious. I
Right,
was
right.
literally trying to help,
And promote it. Right, right.
exactly. And I
But then as you
hopefully
got to reading it, so you didn't pre-read the book,
no.
so that way you could have had an idea that there was some
Right.
grammatical errors in there, and maybe skirted around it, or make filled in or whatever.
Yep, I learned the hard way. And the one thing about it is I took it on the chin and kept on going. And then I was dealing with the cancer. So when I came back,
Right,
I got to apologize
right,
to Tracy and to Reed, which was very important to me because I wanted them to know
right.
how
It wasn't
sorry I
malicious.
was.
Yeah, you was.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And with cancer, of course, that's a wake up call.
Sure, it is.
That is a wake up call like no other call.
It's,
And with you not maybe not being here after that, oh, I needed to right my wrongs.
yeah,
And
I get it, and that's why you
mhm,
take things differently too. If
I
people
do.
don't they think you being overly nice or you just too whatever. But when you be faced with life threatening situations, that could possibly take your life, you don't look at things the same way.
You don't. Dragging me means nothing. It literally means nothing anymore. Dragging me is like, okay. But I had a doctor tell me I had cancer, so I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I wanted to, and one thing people need to do is protect your mental health. That's the one thing they did when they told me about the cancer. They give you a whole group.
Psychological evaluation and all.
Yeah, they give you a whole group of people to take care of you. A
Yeah.
psychiatrist,
A
the
nutritionist, you get a nutritionist,
absolutely,
a
you get
psychiatrist.
yes, you get everybody as a team. You
Mm-hmm.
get your own nurse, you get your own oncologist, you get your own radiation specialist. I mean, you get your own people, your team who helps you decide what's the best way to handle it.
Yeah.
So I was blessed. So me getting dragged up here, getting talked about, I could care less. It just doesn't bother me. Hey, Runny Love, how are you, boo? It is good to see you. I'm glad you came through. I truly, truly am. Because the honey, life is short, and I'd rather spend my life doing good things than not.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Rather spend my life doing good things than not. And so and that's one of the things people don't realize about me going up there and hanging out with Lemon. Meeting him in person was a whole vibe. He's a good guy. And he's a really sweet person. He's nothing like he is up here. And I remember I met him when he was drinking a lot. They were drinking like crazy,
Mm-hmm.
but he's still a nice guy. So up here, I think he feels very much so attacked a lot of the time. But now he does attack too. So I ain't trying to rub his back. He be attacking and doing fuck shit as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I can't give him nothing on that. But I think that when he takes days off, he kind of energizes and he sounds better and the sound looks like he feels better. So I don't know, but that's why Lemon his antics don't bother me at all. It's just Lemon playing his role, doing his thing.
Yeah. And I think some of that is probably a persona. You know what I mean? Like
It is.
a lot of the content creators have a persona, and it's not how they behave or how they will handle situations in real life. And so that's why I don't take it too personally.
Right.
Of course, there are certain things that I think is unacceptable. Whether you
Yes.
doing it in real life or you doing it for, entertainment purposes.
Yeah. But is it entertaining? That's the question.
Yeah, but at that point, that's when everybody has free will. You can
Right.
chat, you can unsubscribe, you can block, you can do there's a number of things you can do. So
Absolutely.
engage in that.
Absolutely. And you do not have to um let it I mean, that's why I keep telling people, please protect your mental health. You do not have to deal with all of this stuff and let it bother you so much. I refuse to let this bullshit bother me. I got other things in life. I got a mother that I must take care of that eats every day. Okay, we got to do what she got to do and make sure that she's all right. And that's my baby. That's the love of my life. And I got to make sure that she's okay. And it just is what it is, you
At
know.
the end of the day, too, you have to realize everybody don't have the same upbringing, don't have the same moral compass, don't have the same values, or
True.
don't have the same mental capacity either. So you may
That's true.
people that have some deficits and they handle things differently or going through and had life crises that may have made them alter their way of thinking about things. So all of those
Right.
have to go into effect. You have to take into consideration.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the thing. From what I've always been told ever since a little girl, it costs you nothing to be nice to people.
Yeah.
It literally costs you nothing. And I make sure that I tell even my customers when I'm helping them, they're like, "You're so nice. Thank you so much. This was a great experience." And I tell them, as long as you're okay, that's all I care about. It costs me nothing to be kind to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Mm-mm.
agree. I agree. And they say, my mother used to tell me too, it takes more muscles in your face to frown with a good smile.
Absolutely. Hey, Gail, baby. Oh, I love that picture, girl. I love that. Okay, girl. I see you. I see you, girl. That picture is gorgeous. Absolutely. So you're right. And these moral compasses, people need to real well, you know what? We can't even say that because like you said, everybody was um not groomed or grown the same way. And you are absolutely right, TNT. You a single mom and you have to take care of your daughter and my family, and YouTube will always be there. Amen. Amen. YouTube will always be there. But when it comes down to making sure your people is okay, that's the thing. Now, Lord, y'all gonna laugh at this, but my mama dropped her remote control under the bed on the other side by the wall. I'm like, really, lady, lady. So I'm literally climbing under the bed to get her. I'm like, she's driving me crazy with this, but it's beautiful
Yeah,
because
I know you
I
take them. It's better to
absolutely
have her, honey. Trust
it
me.
is because, and that worries me too because life is short and you never know what can happen, who can, what can do what. You just, and it worries me, so I stay in touch with my psychiatrist.
But you know what, Laura, you can't.
Mhm.
If you have some kind of Christian belief or religious belief, or if you believe in whoever,
Right.
to realize that everything happens for a reason, and you can't. I have the mindset faith and fear can't live in the same place. You can't dwell
Absolutely.
in the same place. So either you're gonna have faith that everything's gonna be all right, and that she's gonna be all right, and even if she's
Right.
not all right, she's still gonna be all right wherever she ends up going. You know what I mean? If
Absolutely.
she goes to heaven, she'll be whatever your your philosophy is, and
Right.
your spiritual belief. She'll be all right too. If you
Yeah.
keep that in the front of your mind, that way you can't worry about things you can't change. Everybody's gonna die.
Yeah.
I
Eventually.
look at death a lot differently than a lot of people.
Mhm.
Celebrate people when they go if they're going home. I don't, because I feel like they're not suffering anymore. They're not
Right.
living in all this strife and evil and things that's going on in the world. They're in a better place. We left here. We the ones
Yeah.
that suffered, left here to deal with bills and diseases and all of the things that's out here in the world.
Amen. Amen. We got a lot to deal with out here. This is why I definitely want her to be as happy as possible.
That's right.
And see, and Yvonne said she took off a month, okay, of June and July because yeah, it went from funny to dark, and I don't like that. I don't like it when it gets dark. I know that Tracy, will take. Hey, Miss Senator, how are you, baby? I know Tracy don't mind talking about kids and everything, and I get that. That's on her. That's her philosophy. I get that, but I myself haven't had so many kids and always just dreamed of, how we always wish I just let me live long enough to see them grown
Right.
and thriving. Now once that's in place, it's like uh just let me live. Just let me live. Okay, I'm scared of that too. And I know, and you worry about your daughter. When my daughter told me she was going to Guatemala and Antigua by herself for her birthday, them instincts kicked in. I was like, look, wait a minute. Are you right? Thank you. We are up to 739 on a backup page. Listen, y'all, like me or not, hate me, beat me up, talk about me, drag me, beat me, everything. But sign up to the backup page and sign up to Twitch as well. Because see, we definitely we on a mission. Okay, because I'm trying to get y'all see that there's a Twitch thing there. All y'all gotta do is hit that link and pop on over there for a little while. What will happen is it will count toward Twitch's goal, and I really, really like it. What's up, Hood? How you doing, baby?
Yeah, I follow someone else on well, I don't follow them, but I know they go to Twitch because
Right. Yeah, Twitch is it's a newer thing. And listen, fact said my contributions are much wider spread than just money. I bring the things that are really necessary. All right. I guarantee you'll have 800 subs by tomorrow. Love you, fact. I appreciate you. And you right. it's not all about money all the time. It shouldn't be. And you don't have Twitch, baby, sign up. Everybody is signing up. It's a lot over there too. It's a lot. What's
What
up, the bushes? Go ahead, baby.
a lot of what though? I want what kind of
A-
what type of
It's
content?
a lot of in real life now. It started as a gaming site. So me and the queen are gonna go and go up there and do a collab on the dating and not dating on the gaming site because she got me into playing this game. She
Mhm.
got me into playing this game, this twerking game, and it is so funny. And we're gonna do something like that. So it started as that, but they do have in real life where people are just living their life and out in the wherever they are, and they just videotaping it. Same thing.
Doing this on YouTube, like when
Oh,
be blogging.
thank you. Nobody. Yeah, exactly. And they call it IRL in real life. Oh, thank you, nobody. I appreciate you. Absolutely. And yeah, now we have a small family too. And we have a very well, I guess I widen the family a lot. But me, my sister, my brother. Okay. My daddy passed 25 years, 26 years ago now. And now it's just my mom. My mom was adopted. So it's just I have cousins, but they're like adopted cousins, but I still love them to death. And now I'm the one with all the kids. My sister has a couple, my brother has a couple, and I seem to have cornered the market on having all the kids in the family. But I love that they are grown and that they don't like, you know how kids like and I've seen it in a lot of families where the kids are like always coming. You're not twitching hood. I got you, baby. Where they're not like always some. What is that picture hood? Stop! Not from The Shining. Not from The Shining. So my kids, they give me my space, which I love because they know how long I've been rearing kids and now my mom. So it's been years and years and years. It's just, I mean, I started when I was 15
Mhm.
and here I am about to turn 55. We talking 40 years of taking care of everybody but myself.
Mhm.
And that's the difference. But now that I know what I need to be doing and know that you got to take care of your mental health, you
Mhm.
have to. It's important to take care of your mental health. You guys, like Kimberly said, YouTube will be here. It ain't going nowhere. They don't care. They listen. The only thing YouTube is worried about is whether or not you making money for them.
Mhm.
That's all. They just want to know whether or not you're making money for them. And if you're making money for them, then they're happy. That's it and that's all. They don't really care about anything else. They just want you to make the money, which I mean everybody wants to make money. I get that. I understand that. But,
You also have to have a good work life balance. You know what I mean?
it is
You stuff
absolutely.
yourself, and then you still have to work or work for yourself,
Mhm.
an
Mm,
entrepreneur. But if
yep.
not, and you work for a company or a business or whatever, you still have to find a work life balance.
You do. You very much do.
So I thought you were moving to Houston. What happened with that?
Well, let me tell you something. I had met a dude, right? Yeah, I'm old. Is that's what my kids always told me? I'm old.
That's not so 55. I was still dropping it and dipping it and going.
And I sure am dropping it every
I'm,
week,
I'm dropping it and dipping it now because I'm
right?
double that number. I'm got to add 10 more years to that number, but
Absolutely. TNT, make sure that you go and to the Discord and let me drop the Discord link because you advertise on our Discord so that people will know that you're on went right then and there. And absolutely. This is the Discord link. Come on over to our Discord and drop all of your, when you go live. That's how you can let people
that's
know
your
that you
way of
live.
networking. That's your way.
Right. Because if you wait for YouTube to do it, you be in the middle of a show before they even people realize that you on.
But
And
so when you drop it in the Discord though, only the people in the Discord is going to know about it, though.
But
Correct?
they'll post it and share it. So that means people that are subscribed to them will see it, and people that are subscribed to the subscribers will see it. So it all spreads that way. It's not just us, but it helps for us to spread it, for us to go ahead and share it. So I see stuff, people put their stuff in, and I try to share it, and we keep going. And it's like, just like Kimberly said, it's for networking, and we can all grow together on with Discord. And see, that's the one thing that bothers me with Shakim always in the Discord. I don't have a problem with Shakim. I honestly don't. Hey sis, how you doing? You cooking and listening, girl? Don't make me come down there. Okay, do not make me come down there and eat. But that's the one thing. Don't make Discord into something bad, because it's not. It's a place where you can go and advertise, and some people will say what they feel about stuff, that if they see something on, and they'll talk about it, and so they'll do that. But he blows it up to make it sound even worse than what it is, and it's not. People have an opinion on something or somebody, but the thing is, why care? Why care? Taco lasagna, really?
That's content. You know, he's generating content. Him and Lemon
they got their thing. Yeah,
but it is those are two men. So let them do they big one or do whatever.
Absolutely,
they feed off each other. That's kind of what the beef sector does.
That's what it does, exactly. So when people go back and they do the replay game, that's all. I mean, it all adds up, and it's getting information out, and it keeps you in the algorithm, and that's what you want.
Sector, but it don't take you no farther than there.
Well, not really. It's all in how you if you put. You can go further than that it's the way you tag it at the end. If you put hashtag beef sector, hashtag Mo3 sector, hashtag black sector, it goes further. That helps it go even further in the algorithm. But I believe they shadow banning us for real.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I believe they are shadow banning us.
Oh, actuality, the content is not newsworthy. It's not motivational. It's not uplifting. It's not.
That's true. It's all for the mess.
Yeah. So I mean, those things are not going to get they get the views for this type of sector,
right?
These type of sectors, but not worldwide. Not so much.
Has anybody talked about Lil Nas X walking down the street with some, hey LaDon, my baby? Has anybody talked about Lil Nas X walking down the street in his tighty whities and some white cowboy boots?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Mon did it, and he did it. I mean, the ones that I know that's like originated from the beef sector or sector once upon a time, they all did it. But it's been a lot of the major platforms is still, has been spoke about that.
You sure are, LaDon. Stop playing. You sure are. And if you I see, that's the thing, LaDon. If you could drop it in or share it on your wall and tag me in it so I can see it, because I don't be seeing nothing. If I ain't on YouTube, I literally don't pay it no mind. I literally don't, because I like to decompress from YouTube sometime. But yes, I mean, let's talk about some other stuff other than who hate who and who talking trash to who. I definitely, when I saw Lil Nas X going down the street, I was like, this boy, and he just posing, baby. He just posing. I know Hood. I thought it was fake at first, and then I saw him. I'm like, wait a minute. Where the tighty whiteys go? And the boots. He was strutting, baby. And I said, look at that body, is all of that. And he is strutting, honey. He was strutting.
Sad. And I think I seen Armand had showed a video of it, because really, to me, I seen Armand was talking about him not having no clothes on. Everybody, like even TMZ, had him with his white underwear on it.
Yeah, because they couldn't show everything. And they said his top screen was negative.
They had gave him the actual video of him being nude, because he was nude.
I know it. Nude. Yes.
And But I think it's sad because I think they say his mom has a history of drug abuse, and somebody they did an interview with her, um,
Wow.
street sector in L.A., but not L.A., but the Atlanta street sector
Hmm.
over there. They did caught her and asked her how did she showed her the video of Nas and how he was walking down the street, and she was so geeked, She
Right.
look at my baby. She was like it. She was proud of the fact. You know what I mean?
It was weird. Like she like okay, like the Don said, his talk screen was negative. So what happens? This is where it falls back into mental health.
Mhm.
Okay, remember when Martin Lawrence went out there naked?
Who?
Martin Lawrence.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, is it a thing now? He was walking that. Listen, one thing I will say, I was tickled because he was strutting, baby. He was strutting. Yeah, I feel like it was a mental breakdown,
I
like
don't
a dissociation. What
these
you think?
drugs that they have out here now,
Hmm.
the meth, the fentanyl, all
Oh,
of the
baby,
drugs, they change your
your
psyche.
whole mental. Hey, Ladon,
Even if it's temporary, it
that's true.
and gives them all these false inhibitions and they
It's
be
me.
gone, girl. And so I could see
Okay, baby.
being out on some, you know,
Right,
yeah.
right,
They
right.
when they get them back, what had happens.
Yeah, but now
Hey,
he
Miss
getting
Black.
street cred. What you think? What do you think, Boo? Now he getting street cred, like
Uh-huh.
like Martha. What's her name? When she went to jail, when Martha went to jail, all of a sudden she
Martha
had street.
Stewart.
Yes, I'm going to say Jones. I don't know why. Hi, Noble. Hi,
Hey, Miss
Noble.
Lolo. Hey, Miss Kimberly Black.
Hey, baby.
I see
So
LaDon was saying she thinks it's a public stunt, and I know a lot of people feel like that too because of what he's done on his music videos.
yes.
Yes.
And in his
He got
past,
paid for that.
but
Those
he has a
videos because
history.
he had what do they call those people? In um
Exhibitionists.
no, they have those companies, that promote his
PR
business,
company.
his music.
Okay, yeah, his PR company.
Yeah, they have PR people, and plus he have music companies, that they're sponsoring him and giving him money to do those videos and pay for all of that kind of stuff. I don't think that was, I don't think that was a stunt. I really don't. I think the young man really has some drug issues, and he probably needs more help than he needs anything.
Well,
Yeah.
here's why I say it because
That
Hmm.
in his
that
past,
entertainment is a booger because you get a lot of money real fast and you get exposed to a lot of people that don't mean you any good, and you don't, all it takes is one time for you to get the wrong drug at the wrong time, and boom, you out there.
That's true.
but
That
this is
is
why I
true.
say I feel like because like I've been following him for years, even back with Lil Boosie and all this stuff, and they was hating on him. He's a master
Hmm.
troll. And when I say master
Am I
troll, he is
behind?
very much so known
Because I
for.
see LaDon is up here, but I don't hear her.
You don't hear Ladon?
No, because you know what? Because I actually came off. I can hear you, and I guess
Hmm.
you can hear me, but I had
Oh,
got a phone call. You know how that,
Oh.
and so I could
can you hear
still
me,
see and
Lolo?
hear, but
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear her now? I just did something with her audio. Can you hear her now?
because I have my other I have my laptop up on so I have her on the monitor, and I have my phone up. I got 5 or 6 different computers and monitors. So
I
uh,
ain't mad at you.
monitor, I'm looking at her on the monitor, but I don't see her on my phone.
Wow. Can Ladon, can you say something, baby?
Yes. Hey. And I was wondering, I spoke and she
Let
ain't
me come
speak
out
back.
and come back in, babe.
Okay, not a problem, boo. Yeah, so but if his talk screen was clear, okay,
Right.
if he had a clear talk screen, then this is a case, if not PR, then this is a case of
It does
maybe
with psychosis.
yes. Hey,
So
she talked too much.
we've known him to be a master troll in the past if you've truly followed
Hey,
him.
Charlie.
Hey
Yep.
Charlie, hey Hood, hey she talked too much. And he's done crazy stuff before. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And not just for his music per se, but just on his social media.
Yeah.
If you see him on social media, he's always done crazy things. So I
Hmm.
am going to take some time and sit down and kind of just dig into it. But like a lot of people want me to do it, but when I do it, I want to make sure I'm providing the proper information and not just going off some shit I
You
seen on
said,
social
yeah,
media. So it's gonna take
exactly.
me a couple of hours to do it, but I am going to do it because when I seen the last thing where they said his tox screen came back negative, it prompted me to say, because at first I'm like, this is a publicity stunt. You know, he done
Hmm.
took pictures pregnant, all kind of stuff. Okay, he's
Right,
done
right.
that. So him prancing in
That you
LA
boo?
naked.
Yes.
Oh, I wait.
No, 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 don't worry. Can you hear it now?
Yes, I can hear her now. Yes.
Okay,
Okay, we're
good. Hey,
good.
Miss Kimberly,
Hi, how
how
you
are
doing?
you?
I'm doing good.
So when I think about some of the things he's done, not just for music but on social media,
All
Mhm.
it's
right,
already
baby. Get
it's
some rest. I'm sorry. Get some rest, baby girl.
okay. Have a good one, TNT. It's always been, just kind of outlandish. So to see him prancing around in LA with some underwear on and some boots is
That
not, you know what I'm saying?
was
That don't
weak.
shock me. But
No,
if it's drugs or psychosis, then we got to figure out what's going on. But it's
right.
just sad. But it's like I said, if you know his history and follow him on social media, then a lot of this is not. It may be outlandish to some who haven't really followed him,
Yeah, a lot
but
of
Right.
I
it.
follow him. I've
Yeah,
always followed him. I've always listened to his music. You
Only
right. I
know,
love his music actually.
it
so
was that boot song. That was the only one, and that was it.
like I am actually going to cover him. And
Good.
then I'm actually going to get into I'm not so much as Tamar and Funky Dineva. I
Hmm.
don't care about that, but I do care about Tamar and Mendices.
Do you think
Oh,
that's a real thing?
Man, my YouTube has been flooded. My Instagram has been flooded. They're now saying that he's coming out. So I have to, what I'm
Hello.
going to
okay.
have to do
Wait a
today.
minute. Hold
Their
on. Wait, wait, wait.
relationship.
Mendices. What's the name's husband?
Yes, Yandy Smith's husband, Mendices. Ain't nobody else
Yeah,
named
ain't nobody else
Mendices.
named Mendices.
But
So
me,
he's coming
Mendices,
out
right.
as what?
I guess he's talking about it. So I said today was gonna be my last day where I'm actually doing, walking around hitting panels, and I went live because
Right.
I got to get this research done, and then
Yeah.
I go back to work Thursday and Friday. So this weekend I'm gonna do Lil Nas X, and then
Okay.
maybe a day next week I'll do Tamar. But like I said, I want to make sure I'm getting the right clips, the right videos, and
Right.
articles, and then I gotta, learn how to play with StreamYard a little bit because it's so much
Yeah.
different now than it
Isn't
was
it?
when I was going live back in 2022.
Oh girl, it is crazy now.
Yeah.
It's weird. And you have to have, I mean, everything in the media assets ready to go when you cover something like that.
Yes, yes.
So let me get this right. Mendices is coming out of the closet.
No, Tamar.
Oh.
So they've been saying Tamar and Mendices has been having a love affair.
Oh, so Tamar the one who woke up bloody and all that the other day, last week.
Uh huh.
Girl. Girl. Hey, California King David. California King David. Why you
Hey, California King David. So the
why
last
do I
thing I
why the picture?
I don't
I
believe.
seen
I don't believe.
was
I don't believe Mendici is messing around with Tamar. I
I
have to
think
have
he
some
done
Mm,
messed
evidence.
around with plenty of other women.
I have to have
yeah,
evidence.
and
What
she do
evidence
got a little money.
You know what I'm saying?
does
And
he?
she fit into that type. They all screw and sleep with each other though.
I
Mm-hmm.
They all get in them same circles and screw each other.
But you know what? Something ain't right with Tamar because ever since her and Vince broke up, that was really like she been stepping down. She hasn't been upgrading.
That's true.
But
California
you know
King David,
what?
please
With
subscribe to the
everything
backup
like a
page, baby,
downgrade.
in my Twitch.
Me and my girlfriend was talking the other day about that situation, and we was talking about Tony and Birdman too.
Yeah.
Oh,
And when their
So,
sister died, I think
right?
it messed up a lot within them. And we know Tamar and Tony ain't always been like them, that tight set of sisters. Is Tamar been in her lane? Tony was in her lane. Hell, did they even do a song together? Like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
that's
Um,
true.
been backup.
so
The
and
time.
so Tamar is trying to stay relevant in her own way.
Thank you,
Because I mean, even
boo.
though she
Appreciate
make
you.
good music and different things
Mm-hmm.
like that, she'll never be Tony.
Right.
Right.
Never be Tony.
There'll
And
never be
so,
another Tony.
right. So sometimes you got to look at that too. And then when we get older as women, when menopause kick in, and I tell people this all the time, We do some shit we would have never done before.
We get horny as a mug.
Man, listen, she just started doing dumb shit, and I'm in perimenopause, and I be like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like,
No, it is what it is. You because
yeah,
no longer do you have to deal with the
Menstrual cycle.
yeah, the week off or when it's coming or the beginning and end of it. It
hmm
sucks.
yeah,
So
yeah.
now you
So
is free. You is
I
free,
was
and that
fine, baby. I ain't have.
absolutely.
I went
And
through
that
thing like it was Christmas. Okay.
okay, you are right. Now
Everybody
I had an
has
ablation done.
experience going through menopause. Now I know,
Oh yes.
but that's not everybody's testimony.
No,
right,
and lucky
everybody's
for me, I had
experience is
an
different.
oh yeah, I had an ablation after I had my youngest daughter. And when I had I'm coming, Charlie, my love. And when I had my youngest daughter, hey baby,
Hey, boo.
when I
Hey,
had my youngest
Charlie.
daughter,
Hey,
I
Miss
did an
LaDawn. Hey, Miss Kim.
ablation, and the ablation stopped my periods all
Yes, it
together.
does.
And I
Yeah,
was
it will.
30, I was well 33, 34. This is why
Hmm
I had a ball when in the swinging scene.
Mm.
Okay.
Well, also, you got to think when that happens, your estrogen level goes
Mm-hmm.
down.
It
Um,
does.
and you got to think about the hormone imbalance at first. So when you're going through menopause, your hormones are trying to level
Regulate.
out.
Yeah, they're
And
trying to re-regulate
yeah,
themselves.
to re-regulate to what's your new norm. So you're
hmm
going through a lot. That's why you have the heat flashes and all those things. Like you think about when we started puberty, right? When we
Girl.
first began, we had a lot of stuff so our estrogen could go up. But
Right.
Yes.
now you're going through a lot of stuff so your estrogen could go down.
hmm
Yep.
and I think it's just the
Exactly.
fact that Tamar is right in that spectrum. I mean, but you know what? It be a lot
Yeah.
of stuff going on. We know they get off into a lot of drugs, and I've always said something with off with her, just
Yeah.
based on her behaviors and mannerisms throughout the years.
And
Yeah.
Like
you
Oh
know they
sometimes
say
yeah.
she's
they sell their
cool.
souls too and stuff, you know.
I wouldn't be
Mm-hmm.
surprised. So now
Mm-hmm.
Noble said that Lil Nas X was an industry plant put here to push an agenda. Now my question, Noble, is what agenda could he
I'm
possibly
not
push?
even about to entertain that shit with Noble because
Yeah,
the gay men have been gay men for years. It's been
exactly.
gay movies coming out for years. That shit is not a secret.
Tu Wong
He
Fu,
Mm-mm.
thanks for
chose to
everything.
ignore it.
Jackie Newmar.
Yep.
He ain't never heard Tu Wong Fu before. That's one of my
That's what I'm
favorite
saying.
movies.
Yeah, I
What you
love
talking
Tu
about?
Wong Fu. Mm,
So he just want to push that narrative, but it's not true because he's out in the
mm-mm.
open with his shit. Let's talk about
Yep.
all Lolo. You know I get real raunchy with my mouth.
I ain't
And
mad. Do your
let's
thing,
talk
girl.
about all these people all y'all favorite rappers and singers that y'all been listening to for years that's
That's
been getting
right.
each other down. So
They
Yep.
let's not
down
go
low.
there. Let's
Hmm.
not go there.
Exactly.
Lil Nas X
Exactly.
Who
came
been
out
P.
and had
Diddy
a
Hey,
picture
card?
of
Illumi
himself.
Negro. How you doing, baby?
Hey, Miss
Please
Ladon.
subscribe to the backup channel too,
How many of
boo.
them been to the Diddy
And
party in
Twitch.
them back rooms?
Exactly,
Exactly.
sis.
You know what? Me and Ladon is like we is right there with each other.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You
What
can't do
happened?
half the homework. Do all the homework.
That's
You know what I'm
true.
saying? It ain't about pushing no agenda because as parents, we control what our kids
Absolutely.
listen to.
That you
We
know, boo.
control that. Those
Me?
things are not put
It's
out
me.
here for children.
All
They're
right,
put
babe.
out here for adults.
Yeah.
But listen to this. Okay, I
You're
got you.
responsible for what your
Got
children
that. I
do.
got that part. I got that part. I'm
Okay.
not here to argue about point. But what I'm trying to say is that back in the day and nowadays, we knew it was gay people out here.
Of course.
It wasn't a secret. It wasn't like it was something that was taboo or something that had to be um people was
Right.
openly gay always, and I
Yeah.
understand that. But it's like now it's like they pushing a certain type of agenda where it's okay for our kids, you know what I'm saying, to
Big.
subscribe to that type without us
Be
as
gay.
adults, about us being parents to make that decision for them or
But
allow
it's
them
your
to make that decision
responsibility
themselves.
You
as a
can't make a
parent.
decision for a child as to whether or not he's gay, he or she
Right.
Right.
is gay. You
I
can't make
think I
that decision.
You know what I'm
think I
saying?
think
You
uh,
cannot.
uh, yeah, okay. I think that's the programming that we all have been accustomed to, is that it's okay. Let that child let that child be a child. instead of pushing that on them like it's
Okay, but then we
okay.
need to alleviate a lot of stuff. Then let's
Uh,
not just
Yeah,
talk about
hell
only
yeah.
certain acts.
I'm
We
not
should we should have been
100%
not watching Love and Rest and what is it called?
love and hip
Love and
Love
hop.
and the
hip hop.
Restless. We shouldn't have
Yeah.
been watching a lot of
Yeah.
shit we was watching back
Yeah,
in the
we was
day.
watching a lot of shit. Like
Them
BT Uncut
stories,
video.
right? Them
Yeah.
stories tore up the communities. Let's be
hmm
real. Watching all
Yeah.
them rich white men,
But
and that this ain't nothing against you, Charlie, but watching
yeah.
them shows change the ideas of people. So if
Yeah.
we're
hmm
gonna talk about things and what's been put out here,
Right.
we got to dig back farther than Lil Nas X, because
You
there's a lot.
do.
Yeah.
If you're talking about Tom
Exactly.
and Jerry, you're
Yeah.
talking about the
Right.
cartoons.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Hell,
A
now,
younger person
she's,
saying these things.
hey, you own that. You own that for real because, like I said, when it came to what I call the programming of certain standards and shit, and I get it, it do start at home. But a lot of the parents, they mind not even right. You know what I'm saying? They got a mind of a 13, 14-year old. So when you got parents out
Sorry
here
about
that's
my cat,
thinking that
y'all. Get the fuck out.
it's all right, but when you got parents out here thinking at the same age level as their children, it get kind of hard to say it's on the parents. You know what I'm
Yeah.
Well, it's
saying?
still on
Because
the
parents,
parents.
yeah, you're right, you're right, you're
It's
right.
still on
What
the
I can
parents.
tell you is, in my experience, my son, I knew that something that he was going to be different when he was 5. Okay, I knew
Hmm.
that he may lean that way back then because of what he liked and what he liked to
Hmm.
do and whatnot. I didn't push it on him, and when he came to me at 11 and said, "Mommy, I don't know if I like boys or girls," as a parent, I told him, "I don't care who you love as long as you get love in return. It is all about loving yourself. I love you
Hmm.
no matter what you are, whatever you want to be, whatever you do. And when it come down to it, people's sex lives ain't got nothing to do with me, even if they're
Right.
my children. I don't need it. I'm not supposed to be in the bedroom with them when they getting their groove on,
Right.
nor would I want them in my bedroom."
But
I
no,
just
let's
don't.
even go
I,
back
I just,
farther than that. Let's go back
I
to
just don't.
when
I,
children were sheltered. Let's go back
Right.
to when, if we want to talk about the huge religions, the foundations, people still
Hmm.
found ways to get out here and be in the fuck
Hey,
shit.
Daquan, baby.
yeah,
You
no
know what I'm
doubt,
saying?
Hit me
So
on
no doubt,
Twitch, boo.
So
no
if
doubt.
we stand that they pushing an
My teddy
agenda, it's
bear.
hard to say because when a kid, when that person get a certain age and they want to get out here and get in the fuck shit, if they
Right,
want to
Hmm.
feed themselves what they looking for, they gonna find it. What I
Yeah.
right.
find a little different is so much as pushing the agenda is that people, when you hide your children from things, you take away their ability to resist those things. How can
Right.
Yeah, I
almost
agree with that. I agree with that.
that's why I say, for me, in my opinion, it goes back to the parenting. Like
Yeah,
you can see recently, people been dragging me about some of the things I said about my kids. I'm a very transparent person, but
Right.
I
hmm
talk to my children. This is not real. This is fake. Even if you see this, that's not how you conduct yourself. These people are doing this for money. This is
Right.
happening. That is happening. You're going to
yeah.
respect yourself.
It's just,
You're going to respect others. So
it's just like Lil Nas X.
Thank
He's
you,
not really
baby.
gay.
How do you
Lil
know
Nas,
that?
because it's been an article. He actually was out there like straight up saying he was promoting the agenda that being gay. He's not gay. This before the Billy Bob Thornton shit and that shit when he did that. This was some
Okay.
old
Now,
shit.
now I
He
got a
wasn't he
question
wasn't
for
laying
you.
like that. He wasn't
no,
Now,
laying
he was
like that.
lying. That boy gay as fuck, baby. And if anybody
them
want to tell you that,
struts, that boy is gay. I
that boy
spotted
is
him.
gay.
He
He
probably
is
gay
gay.
now, but he wasn't gay in that
He
TikTok
was.
video.
He was.
But people have a right to change their
and,
sexuality.
and you know what? And you know what? That's cool. But my main thing is that you know what I'm saying. Our children, you know, even from because it take a village. Our children should not have to be like exposed to that shit in school and social
They're gonna
media.
be exposed to
It,
it
it just
anyway.
but it's just a certain filter
But is it
that
okay to
we should.
expose children to
It's just
drugs and
listen,
alcohol
listen.
and
Okay,
fuck
listen.
this
Okay,
bitch and
listen.
fuck that
Okay,
hoe
hold on.
and fuck these
Hold on.
bitches?
Okay, hold on. This what I'm saying. Even with that shit, even with that, I agree with you 100%. But what I'm
Okay.
saying, there should be certain filters when it comes to our children. This is something like we send our children to school, and and they being read a story about that lifestyle and they kids. They shouldn't have to know. They shouldn't have to know nothing about that, especially when they go into school. That's all I'm saying. Now, when it comes to the LBGQ plus that community, I don't have no qualms with them because they're adults. They do what they want to do. But when it comes to the kids, leave the kids alone out of it. That's why I say it's an agenda. If it's in hip hop, if it's in social media, if it's on cartoons, if it's in any of that, they're attacking our children. And
Okay,
they're
how are
Being
you
outraged
supposed
by
to?
one thing and not outraged by the other. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? You can't
Thank
pick
you,
and
Hood.
choose what you gonna align with, Noble.
what I
Because
what
it
I'm
was
picking
little
choosing about
Kim
though.
that was telling me shit as a teenage girl. It was
Yeah,
Salt and Pepper telling me shit as a teenage
Yep.
girl. So
yeah,
Yep.
you
but that was
can't be
also
selective.
It was
an
TLC. It
agenda. That
was
was an agenda too.
Escape. Now,
But
but
it's
That
they
was
what
an
I'm
didn't.
agenda
saying is
too.
you can't be selective based on okay, well they're had because I people say, well they heterosexual. What difference does it make? It ended up having us out here sexually being explicit. It put
Right.
STDs on the rise in the communities. All these broken homes and baby daddies and baby mamas. And I'm a baby
Yeah.
mama too, so I can say that.
Yeah.
So you can't be selective if we gonna filter our children
I'm
and
not.
raise our children. We need to get back to the basics of teaching them what's real and what's fake and what's
Right.
right
Right.
and what's
Exactly.
wrong. And it can't be
Exactly.
selective.
And,
They
But
and,
gonna
I'm
do
and
it
not gonna
all
tell them
around.
that being gay is wrong. I
I'm
Right.
not gonna tell
definitely.
them it's right either. I'm not gonna sit up here and tell them it's right either. I'm gonna let them make their own decision. But as a parent, I'm gonna make sure that they got the right information to make that decision. Not on some perverted shit or a motherfucker coming on. No, they got an educated decision, an educated choice from their parent. If that's what you want to do, I'm gonna still love you. But here go the pros and cons. If
But
you
it's
want
pros and
to
cons in everything we do. I wish my
exactly, and
daughters
that's
could be
being the
you. They could
parent. That's
never
what
deal
I'm
with
saying.
anyone.
It just don't stop here. I'm not just talking. This just a talking point we having
Yeah,
about
we having
that.
a debate.
But
It's a clean
I mean,
debate. I ain't about to
it, co-
cuss you out and call you
it,
raggedy motherfuckers or nothing. This is a clean
it just
debate.
it covers everything, especially when we talk about being parents. You know, because I got two grown kids. You know what I'm saying? They being young adults, and you know they was exposed to a lot of shit. Especially me being a parent trying to learn parenting. They was exposed to a lot of shit, but they came out good because I gave them a basic foundation and I gave them an educated decision on how to move in life. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no grandchildren. I don't have my daughter ain't out here thotting. My son he out here. Both of them in college. So I can't be mad, even though I might not be the pristine parent. I put foundational values in them where they can make their own choice and decision.
Right. And so, Noble, that's the same thing you have to tell the people that's coming up raising children. See, when my
Yeah.
nieces and nephews come to me and they my auntie this, auntie that, my daughter 20, but she ain't a parent because I ain't play that shit. I educated as soon as that period dropped. I was like, here, come here, let me talk to you about some things.
Right.
Exactly.
But
Right.
even as you made mistakes, so it don't just stop with your children. You got a
Right.
nephew out here fucking around making babies. Hey, bro,
Yeah.
listen. Pull them to the side. If you got young nephews, start teaching them now. Everything don't just stop with our children. My nieces,
Mm-mm.
all of my nieces, the first person they came to and told they wanted to get down with the get down was me. All right, listen, this is
Right.
what we're gonna do. You don't want your mother to know? Okay, we're gonna go to the doctor, we're gonna get you on birth control. I'm gonna show you how to use a condom. I did those things for them. And every
Mhm.
last one of my nieces that came to me graduated high school before they got pregnant. Two of them was
Right.
in college before they became mothers because I was able to teach them off my mistakes and able to
Right.
sit down and talk with them. I didn't just extend it to what's mine. So, and I
Right.
think
Right.
that's where people we are no longer a village anymore. So instead of
Absolutely.
complaining about the problem, be part of the solution. You get what I'm saying? If you feel like
100%. 100%. I get you because my niece, you know, I don't have no nephews. You know what I'm saying? I hate I wasn't blessed with nephews, but I got nieces. And all my nieces, especially Haley, one of my nieces, you know what I'm saying? She broke up with her boyfriend of 3 years
can
because
y'all hear me?
all
My
he
bad. I got a call.
because
No
all he
problem,
want to
baby.
do because all he want to do is play a game and don't want to hold a job. Now, my niece, she been holding her job, doing her thing for the last 7 years. Since this her first job, she's still holding it. And the only thing she wanted him to do is hold a job. And she told me like this. She was like, the only reason why, you know what I'm saying? I look at men like that because I look at my uncle and I see how hard working he is. You know what I'm saying? And if a man can't work as that hard for me, But he want to sit up here and play video. Uncle, I ain't never seen you up here playing video games, even though I do. She don't see me. She see me working. You know what I'm saying? So I was a standard for how she viewed men. She want a man that's gonna be a helpmate and not a hurt me.
Well, absolutely,
Right.
but
I
like
mean, and I
Hood
get that.
said,
No,
you
I'm not
can't
saying that.
teach
What
the
I'm
gay
saying is,
away.
we got to
If
sometimes remember
yeah,
that if you out on in the streets and you know you get respected by the little homies, use
Yeah.
that time to talk to them and chop it up with them. Like, hey, this is what you do. This, I'm sorry, baby, I ain't seen it right there. Um, no,
now
I'm
see
live.
there.
I'm on the panel.
Hood said he done seen 8 seasons of
Okay, hey, whoever
RuPaul.
that is,
You
this is my
follow him
adult
from
child, by the
streaming
way, y'all.
app to
Sorry.
streaming app. Hey baby, how you doing, sugar? And he said he
It's
still
just
don't
how
like
you talk to
bullshit.
them. Even with my daughter's friends. You know how many times she called me, Mom, I need some advice from my friend. How
Yeah,
should I handle this with my friend? So I extend my knowledge to those as many people as I can who's going to reciprocate it. And Hood
right.
just said something that was very important. You can't teach gay.
All
If
right,
they
nobody,
gay, they
baby.
gay. No, I
Right.
wish I could call my father right now. He'd tell you
I'm
my daughter
sorry, Hood.
always been gay. It was me and her mother who pressured her because we wanted her to have a certain life. And I was
Right,
miserable during that time. I love my children to death, and I don't
right.
regret any experiences that I've ever been through. But my
Mm-mm.
father would tell you right now, my daughter been gay since she was young, and we knew it. We wanted her to have a
Right.
husband and the children and a dog and a pinky fence and an apple tree, and that ain't never
Mm-hmm.
been what I was. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So
Right.
this is why I'm saying this. I'm not saying that everything is right about what's being promoted out here. What I'm saying is
Right.
it's our responsibility as adults, as aunts, uncles, moms, grandparents, and grandmothers to teach our
All right,
children
Hood.
and not try to hide it, but to
Exactly.
teach them
Now, Hood said you
the
can't
proper
teach
way.
the gay away.
You know
If
what
they
I'm
gay,
saying?
they
So that's all
gay.
I got to say about it.
It's
I'm gonna
just,
shut
it,
up
Yeah,
because
yeah, but it's just about giving your children an informed decision.
absolutely.
They gonna make their mind up anyway. They gonna live their life. They gonna be grown. They gonna do what they want to do anyway. They gonna do all their imaginings that they was doing as a kid that you stopped them from. They gonna figure out how to do it when they get grown. So what you do?
Absolutely.
You give them you give them the information. Okay, this is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Let me educate you of your choice because you're young. You're a 6, 7, 8 year old. You don't know. Okay, that's what you
Oh,
okay.
no, that's really young.
This
That's
what I'm saying. I'm just using that as an example. You know
okay.
what I'm saying? So what you're doing, you're like, okay, you want to cook. So I'm gonna teach you about the fire. I'm gonna teach you how to, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna teach you how to do this shit. So if you do decide to want to cook, you're gonna be a good cook.
But
You
now,
know what I'm saying?
how does that relate to gayness?
That relates to gayness on giving your children. And it's not
But if
just
you
gayness.
not,
I'm
yeah,
not,
but if
no,
you
it's not.
not
Hold
gay,
on,
how
hold
you
on,
gonna?
hold on. It's not just gayness. It's everything. You
Well,
want
of
to give
course,
your children, you want to give your children, when you giving them the information that you giving them so they can become good adults, you're giving them the information they need.
all right, Ladon, baby.
You're not pointing them to a TV and giving them a video. You giving them life experiences. You talking to them, like, giving them the pros and cons. That's being a parent.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely,
And that's why I agree with LaDon and I agree with y'all. It's really a choice at the end of the day.
it
But
is.
for us
But
as
it's their
parents,
choice. We can
but us
only
as
tell
parents,
them,
but
yeah.
us as parents, we got to give them the right information. We got to give them the right tools. So if they do, when they do go out here, they'll be safe. They'll know the risk. They'll know the rewards. You understand what I'm saying? That's all I'm
Oh,
saying.
absolutely. I mean, I was a teenage mother, so my dream was I didn't want my daughters to repeat that cycle. My mother wasn't a teenage mother, and then it was me.
Mhm.
So luckily, my daughters are now older and have finished their college, finished everything. They are established in their jobs, and they are over 25. And so that cycle is broken. I don't
My
have to worry
oldest
about
ain't even
that.
over 25, Lolo. Believe it or not, my oldest is 22.
Oh shoot, I got one that'll be 30, one that's 39. So that
Yeah,
was
that's
that
my
was my
oldest.
ride or die there. That was my
I,
ride or die.
I I started late because, like I said, you know, when I got started having kids, I just wanted to be done with being a kid. You know what I'm saying, and become an adult. And so we had our first child. My wife, we had our first child when I was 30. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was well seasoned. I'm like, okay, I know all the tricks. I done rode every ride. I done got all the t-shirts. I done won all the prizes at the amusement park. We can have a conversation and I can help raise you up. because I'm
Right.
not a kid. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm not having.
absolutely.
I'm not trying to go out there and hang out and be in the streets. I'm here with my family. I'm here with my wife, and I'm here with my kids. I was the soccer dad. You know what I'm saying? So
Which is absolutely good. Now I was still
yeah,
running around here dating and everything with my oldest. And one thing I'm like LaDon, I don't hide nothing. My kids know everything. My mother knows everything. Everything I've done, everything I mean, even to the point where me being bi. I mean, my kids know this. It's not necessarily a conversation, but if they decide that they want to try swinging, if they decide they want to try, going out here and dating multiple people. My youngest
yeah,
daughter is just like me. If they don't fit, if the shoe don't fit in the
month
first
quick
week or so, or we change their shoe, honey.
done. That's me too. If that shit ain't looking good in the first 30 days, if we ain't cool, we ain't where I wanted to be at. I'm gonna put you here. I'm
And
not, you
that's
know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put you right there.
and
I
that's
love
exactly
you.
what my youngest do. I love it. I love it that she's like that because instead of settling for someone,
Yeah,
she actually gets to enjoy it. And
She gets to
I love
choose.
she gets to
yeah,
choose and not have to settle for
yeah.
anybody. Now, me marrying they dad, it was a good thing now because we met and married within 3 months.
Oh
We
shit.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean,
Y'all
I
work
mean,
quick.
well, that's the thing. I knew what I wanted. He knew what he
Yeah,
wanted.
yeah.
I had a hardworking husband. I was a hardworking mother. We was taking care of our kids, taking them here, doing this. We were doing the family thing. We had the white picket fence. We had the 5-bedroom home with the pool in the back. I
Oh
mean, we
God,
had
talk
all of
about it,
that.
Lolo. Talk
And
about it, then. Shit.
yeah, but now, in any relationship, things can go wrong. So I can wait a minute. What the heck? Oh, I'm like, why is my phone? Listen, stop it, phone. They trying to
Uh,
tell me it's an emergency response somewhere near a sports complex. Where the hell? In Florida. Okay, I understand. Thank you, Google. Google will pick up certain things that you say and will go and pick it up and put it with the news. I'm like, what the hell? But we had that and we taught them that. And the best thing that ever happened with us is that my oldest kid's dad and his wife and my husband and we raised all 5 of those children, and we did it together. And those kids even call, well, he's passed now, God bless him, rest in peace, Steve. But he's passed, him and his wife, who was my third cousin or something like that. But we all raised these kids together. We even had a babysitting business together. I call her my baby's mama. We
Oh
had
shit.
our own business. I mean, but we raised them all, and my kids claimed all of us as their parents. This is my mom.
Yeah.
This is my other mom, and it was a beautiful thing to see and to do because when he was out to sea, I had them for mental and emotional support, and they were there. And to me, I wish all parents, who have like blended families could do that
I'm
because
a blended child.
yeah,
I
see,
have two siblings from my mother and her first husband. I have four siblings. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I'm counting this right.
count them
One, two,
right.
three. I got three on my daddy's side, and possible fourth. We don't know if that one came to fruition or not. My daddy was a hoe. I don't know how
Hey
many I
man,
have, to tell you the truth.
ain't nothing wrong
But
with that.
what's
Come through,
crazy,
daddy.
I was listening. I just read Miss Hood's thing about her oldest is 36. I
Mm-hmm.
can't believe that I could almost be your kid because I'm only 38 years old.
You a baby.
A lot of people don't realize that. Like, I've always gotten told, and I don't know if this is a thing. My grandmamas and all that always told me this. My aunties, you got an old soul.
Right.
You got a
Hey,
pretty
pretty
old soul.
eyes.
But it's like with this situation where you
How
were
you
talking,
doing,
Mr. Noble.
baby?
I wanted to say it, but I had to go walk my dogs a while ago when y'all were talking about it. Um, it in school, kids should learn reading, writing, arithmetic.
Right.
Right now, they should have an option
Mm-hmm.
to take a sexual education class, just like I had when I
Right.
was in school. And the parents had to sign a waiver that you
Right.
could take it. And they should teach. I'm going to say this: not just safe sex, but
Mhm.
safe sex all around. I'm talking about condoms, dental
Right.
dams, female condoms,
Right.
Right.
contraceptives, and different forms of it. And I'm talking about across the board. I'm gonna tell you what. Sex education scared me for a long time from having it.
It
Because
sure did.
they showed me what chlamydia looked like, what
Yeah.
herpes, the baby
I'm-
coming out. I was
Now check
scared, child.
this out. Check this out, Miss Charlie. We got that in school. That was our classes. We got health. Health. It covered all that. Reproductive,
yeah.
anything that
Hey,
dealt with health.
Rodney, how you doing, baby?
Then check this out. We had home economics where you learn how to balance a checkbook, learn how to
I
cook,
did
how to.
that.
We
Did
had
you
all
do
that in school.
etiquette class too? You know where you had to learn to set the table right?
Yeah,
Yeah. They call that grooming.
absolutely.
Yeah,
You gotta get your kids. I mean,
yeah.
and
That was in home
all for the.
economics.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah, that was how to
absolutely.
set the table, the right forks, the right spoons, and all that shit, the right
From
knife
the
for this.
inside out, y'all.
Yeah, with the
Inside out.
napkins, how to actually fold a napkin for real. I know how to do all that shit.
Oh
They
yeah.
taught us the play set and how to do a check, but they also taught us, I don't know if y'all did this, but we had to pretend like we were watching Wall
Pregnant.
Street and
okay.
had to do like buying stock
Hey, Veronica, my love.
and doing savings and checkings and doing stock markets.
Right,
Like
right.
we actually learned how to do the stock market, and we had a pretend set of money, like you had $100, right? And you had to choose which stocks and how much you invested in each stocks. I think we started out with $1,000. And
Oh,
for that entire week, we watched the stock market every single morning, and we had to see how many points we were down, what that meant, how much money we lost or how much money we gained, depending on what stocks you decided to invest in.
right.
And that was like in middle school for me.
Thank you, nobody. I appreciate you, baby.
Now, Mr. Noble, we did have child education and home economics when I was in high school. But in junior high, I had sex education class that was a special thing. It was a thing where they took first they had the boys. Yeah, we had to sign a piece of paper. Our parents did, a permission slip, because
Yep.
and we had at first they had the boys and girls together and did a certain class. Then they separated the boys and the girls for the girls, because it was during the time of when a girl goes through puberty that they started this class. And it was to teach the girls about the things that their bodies were turning into, because almost every girl in our class was starting their period for the very first time. And it was also to help explain that. And the boys, then it told them what happens with their voice getting squeaky and body hair growing in different places, so that neither one of the people would be ashamed of what's going on with them. You know what I'm saying?
It was called health it was just called health, and it encompasses everything from your heart rate, your teeth, your eyes, your genitalia. It was everything. So health was like all that.
Well, I made sure that my kids knew health because I was doing my physician's assistants training then, and I had all my books. We went through the psychology books. We went through the health books where I showed them what warts look like, what everything looked like, because I wanted them to know because I didn't want
That's
them
just scary, child.
It is. I scared them. I scared them.
I scared myself. What you talking about? You mean you want to know something? I didn't lose my virginity until I was 19 years old.
Girl, by 19, I was just a child. I was busy.
And that's another reason I ain't never had a one night stand, child. Too many of my friends that I was friends with was catching shit left and right, and I'm like, that ain't gonna be me. That ain't gonna be me. I remember. I'm gonna tell you this: when I was 20 years old, that was when I was 19 or 20 when Trigomonas came out, and one of my friends got it for the first time. And this was when it first came out. Nobody knew about it, and I was like, "What the hell is Trigomonas? Like, what is that?" We didn't learn about that in school. What you talking about?
You don't want.
Yeah, they told. I learned about it after the fact, and he told me what all the signs and symptoms and all that was. And then
Yeah.
another friend of mine came up with HPV. I'd never heard of human papillomavirus.
Yes. Now I did not know. Now, you know, they
I
didn't
was like,
give it to us in school. They may have given it the shot to y'all when y'all got to 6th grade.
Nope.
Appreciate you, Daquan.
Not
So
for my age group. That was for kids, my kids' age group.
Yeah, nah,
right.
but I'm gonna tell y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all can look this up yourselves.
Well, that's where
You
my
know,
cancer came from.
and this what it see. This is a hormone that's in people anyway. A lot of these things that they find, this shit that's already in the human body. The human body is a miraculous thing. If you feed it right, if you do the right things with it, it will never fail you. So when they say that you got this thing, they always got a what for it? A vaccine. They got a shot. They got a pill. They got all these things for it. And these
Mhm.
things don't do nothing but leave the things that will fight that shit off. It leave it dormant. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And sometimes you want to get sick. You want to have a cold. You want to have a fever. That means your body working. A lot of people think because they get sick and they can have a cold or they coming down with something, that's your body telling you something that's an imbalance inside your body. So whether you go to the doctor or you do some self-diagnosis shit, make sure you go to the doctor, like the mental health shit, all that shit. Go and get checked out, get a wellness check, and then go
Get
from
your
there.
blood work
Yeah.
at least once a year. Get your blood work done, because I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah.
And make sure you get a comprehensive
Yep. I'm going to do
CBC,
mine tomorrow.
because
But like, yeah, Charlie.
a regular CBD only takes care of, blood work, only takes care of the minor stuff. If you get a comprehensive, it's called a CBC with differential. That's the name of it. It's going to show you your liver enzymes. See, a lot of people out here are actually living with fatty liver disease and don't know it.
Yeah.
And your liver is a ticking time bomb. And some people do not find out about it going bad until it's bad, until it's to the point you can't fix it. Now, the liver is one of the coolest, organs we have in our body, because if in
That's
case we
true.
find out it's starting to be damaged and we find
It
out
gonna
what
let you
is
know.
damaged, it can heal itself. Did you know
Yes.
it can go back? See, I have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD. I got mine from pregnancy, from being pregnant, from quite literally being pregnant. My liver went into failure. And the only cure for that is having the baby, quite
Right.
literally. And you can live with that for the rest of your life. I can't drink like others can do. I can
Right.
never do hard drugs, which I never have
Right.
anyway.
Right.
So I have to watch what I eat. I'm on a liver diet. I can't eat a lot of fried foods,
Yeah.
things like that. So I have to cut down on grease and things like that, because it's bad for your liver.
It
And
is.
a lot of people don't even know they have it. And the first signs of liver dysfunction is your skin will get super itchy.
Really?
Second sign is like when you eat like fast food or anything
You go
fatty,
right to the bathroom.
you go right to the bathroom, or you
Right.
throw up
Okay.
incessantly,
Yeah.
like you have a food poisoning. And then you
Yeah.
do this every time you eat fatty foods. See,
Yeah.
I chalked my symptoms up to pregnancy, because I was 5 months pregnant when this happened. And I went out to eat, and I was craving some burgers. So I ate some fatty burgers. Within 5 minutes of eating them, I was violently ill.
Yeah.
I did not realize that was the signs of my liver going bad, and the extra tiredness. You get extremely tired. What happens when you're pregnant? You're extremely tired.
You're
So
extremely tired.
everything that shows off liver dysfunction, I thought it was because of my pregnancy.
And your
Right.
liver got a lot to do with your blood too.
Yeah,
And
it filters out your blood.
that's why when people like have cirrhosis of the liver, the reason why they don't get they liver a chance to heal, and they keep
Right.
putting that poison in their body. So the automatic response for your liver is to fight that poison. And that's what the cirrhosis is. The cirrhosis will actually kill them. Is something that's trying to help them. It's telling them, look, stop putting that in me.
Do you know
Yeah.
do you know what happens to people when their liver goes out? The number one thing that takes them out of this world? There's
No.
two things. One, the toxicity in your body gets so high because your liver is actually Well, that's one of its jobs is to
It's
filter
pushing
out
it
the
out.
ammonia. The ammonia
Mhm.
gets in the brain.
You start
And
bloating.
secondly, it is your liver is controlled for your blood clotting. So if
Wow.
your liver's messed up or it goes out, you can't clot like normal. So you become a
You'll
freak.
bleed out. Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
bleed out.
So most people pass away from either some kind of toxicity. Their body becomes completely toxic. Like I mean, a lady I knew who had it.
Mhm.
She literally was
Charlie,
walking
you
around
on
like she
100
was
with this
drunk
here.
as hell. She was walking around, couldn't tell you like today from tomorrow. Like she made no sense when she spoke. I knew something was wrong. I was like, "Hey, something's wrong with her. Something's wrong with her. Something's not
Mhm.
right." And when they took her to the hospital, the ammonia had taken over her brain.
Yeah.
Oh, God bless her.
And you know what ammonia is, right? I mean, you could make ammonia. I mean, it ain't nothing but chemicals inside your body. And the same chemicals that's outside our body can make. And so when we going through these type of things, these cancers and all these type of diseases, it's an imbalance in our system. Either we got parasites in our body, either we eating the wrong foods and we feeding the parasites because we got parasites. We got good parasites and we got bad parasites in our body. And
That's
these are the things that big pharma target because they know it's gonna keep you sick. See, I can give you a detox right now. You get you some rosemary. You get you some goddamn pineapple peel and some ginger, and you pour that shit in the tea and you drink that shit every day. It get all the toxins, all that shit out of you.
okay.
It's simple shit. Like for your liver, you could just you could eat some nettle leaf. You know what I'm saying? Some nettle. You could eat some nettle. Just eat it.
I
It's gonna help
actually,
clean it.
I've been on a for my liver. My doctor, believe it or not, does not only do regular stuff; he does holistic too.
Yeah,
Or
Yeah.
he told me that vitamin E is really
yeah.
good about getting fat off your liver. I put my son because my son came up with it too. I gave him. There's a thing called Liver Aid. There's a thing called milk thistle. Milk thistle is
Cod
very
liver.
good for
Oh,
your liver.
milk thistle. That's it. That's it. Milk thistle. That's it.
It's
Okay.
Milk
really
thistle.
good
My
for
bad.
your liver. So there's holistic approaches that you can
Yeah,
do. Just make sure, put this disclaimer out there. We are not
yeah,
doctors. We
yeah.
cannot
We're not.
prescribe or tell you what to
Yeah.
do. So
Right,
please, anything we say, please go ask a medical professional about.
Yeah.
right. Get the right information.
Get the
But
exactly.
I can actually
Hey,
speak
little
on the
mama, hold on, the
wonders
baby.
that this tea have done for me. You know what I'm
Not.
saying? I drink this tea as much as I can. You know, like I say, get you some ginger, some pineapple peel. When I say the pineapple peel, I mean the brown part, right? And you
Right.
get you some rosemary. You could put you some lemon in or some lime, whatever. But you boil that into a tea and you drink it every day.
Yeah. You okay? Now, before you do that, you have got to hit your doctor up
Yeah, hit your
and
doctor up.
find out that you can do this because everything ain't for everybody.
You're right. You want to, some people might be allergic to certain shit. People might can't eat pineapple. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Also,
So
I'll say this. Here's the thing. There's a lot of things that God gave us naturally of this earth
yes,
that are good for us. But too much of anything, I don't care what it
Right.
is a bad thing. So make sure you
even
do
the good shit.
everything within moderation.
Even
Everything.
the good shit can be bad. Even the
Yeah.
good shit
You
can
could
be
get
bad.
water toxicity if you drink
Yeah.
too much water.
Yep, you could drown off water. You could get too much water in your system. You could drink too much water, and your body will like overhydrate, and you can
That's
go into a
wild.
coma. You can go into a coma from drinking too much water.
That's wild. That is really, really wild.
Yeah,
I mean, honey.
that's
So
crazy, Charlie, ain't it? That's
Yeah.
crazy that you could actually overhydrate yourself and you could actually die.
It's the amount of things that people like. Here's the thing. When like let's say you're diabetic, right? You have the sugar, as they say down south, the sugar.
Mhm.
You can't have white rice. You can have dirty rice. You can have long grain white rice,
You can
but
have
you
wild
can't have.
rice.
You can have wild rice, but you can't have white rice, which
You
is
can't have
crazy.
regular flour either. You gotta have
Because
a different type of flour.
if you think about this in retrospect, really think about how regular flour and white rice are made. They're overly processed. The other two items we just named before that, like the wheat and all that stuff, it's not processed.
Right.
The wild rice is not processed. It's the things and the chemicals, and some things, like even in our soft drinks. You know, they've outlawed so much here in the States there, and in New Zealand, they're even stricter. Do you know they don't even have ranch dressing?
Yeah, Charlie. Yeah, no doubt, Charlie, because over there, just like all the food dyes and all the things that we got in American food, they don't sell that shit overseas. That shit.
Their butter looks different too. Their
totally
butter
different.
looks different.
Wow.
And they don't
Totally
even have
different.
ranch dressing. They have to make their own aioli and add dill to even. They don't even know what ranch dressing is. They don't have it.
That is wild. Now I got a question. Tell me how and I'm trying to figure out how to direct us over to Envy's.
Okay,
I don't know, because I gotta talk to Envy. I gotta talk to Envy. Yeah.
Right,
I
I'm
gotta
in
talk
the
to Envy.
studio.
Okay, when you go to the studio, go to the video.
Right, on a video.
You're on the live that we're on right now, right?
Right.
Okay, when you look under customizations,
Yes.
okay,
So it's
scroll down to the
customization.
bottom under
That's
customization, and it'll say redirect down there, and then you have to click either use his live link or type in his name, and it'll pop up.
Oh, that's right. Now I got it.
I got
So,
you, girl. You know I got
appreciate you.
You want me to
But
get that
yeah,
live link right quick?
But Lolo
I
and
got
Charlie, hey Lolo
Uh-huh.
and Charlie, I enjoyed our conversation like I always do, and I appreciate y'all for having this conversation with me. And I like these type of conversations. I'm not that dragger, I'm not that beefer. I like to have real conversation, and this was a real conversation. And I appreciate y'all. So I'll meet y'all over at Envy because I
Okay,
gotta have a
yeah.
conversation with Envy. He put me in the pole of being an incel. He got to
Ooh.
explain this shit to me.
Ooh,
Envy.
Oh,
He said he put me in the poll with Lemon and Happy Life as an incel. Come on, bro. Come
that's
on, bro.
funny.
We gotta have it. Yeah, I know it was funny. I'm laughing with him, but we gonna have a conversation about
Absolutely. So, do any of you have any last words?
I
it.
just
No,
want
that's
to
just
say
it.
that
I just appreciate y'all. I'm
I
out.
appreciate y'all. I'll see you guys over there.
Love you.
I
Bye.
love you, baby. I'll talk to you soon. So we're gonna go over to Envy's. Now Envy never does his music, but since we have a sale for DD, 15% off, I'm gonna play her music and then we'll go on over there. Thank you guys so very much for keeping me company. I appreciate you. I love you guys. So bear with me.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all.
And we all got dreams, we all want things. But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
My strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this.